Things can change tonight, gang. They really can. Let's talk about it. I mean, what a game last night. Unbelievable, right? They did what they needed to do. They needed to win. And they needed to build off what they started to do in the second half of the game in game two against the Blue Jays, right? And I'm glad that Derek Jeter said it because I've been saying it right after I said it right after the game, right? Beagle, what's going on? So they're gaining momentum. Now, the entire tide has not shifted yet, but the Yankees have an opportunity today to put the pressure on the Blue Jays by winning this game. Now, it's supposed to be a bullpen game, according to what we're hearing from the Blue Jays, right? Now, I'm not surprised that they're not releasing who's going to be starting it because they don't want to give the Yankees any extra time to prepare for it than they need to, right? So, no surprise. We know Cam Schlittler's going on the mound for the Yankees, and I would be surprised if that doesn't happen. So we know this now, right? So if Cam can give us, 6 innings and keep us in the game, we can get some contributions from our offense. I mean, build off what, and I say this too, like all these ridiculous talking points and narratives about Aaron Judge not being clutch because he struck out once with the bases loaded in game one, even though half of his team did also. It has no credibility at all. All these people saying it. It's ridiculous. Guy's batting over 500 in the postseason. And last night, he tied David Ortiz, one of the most clutch postseason hitters in baseball history, for the most home runs in the postseason when your game is facing elimination. He has 6. Him and David Ortiz have the most in MLB history as of last night after that Judge home run. So kudos to Aaron Judge. Steven, I'm very jealous. I'm very envious of you, man. Bring us some good luck, bro. Bring them some good luck, man. We need it. Now, obviously, we need our pitching to continue to hold up. We need to jump on the Blue Jays and try to get an early lead and not give it up, right? Especially since we've taxed their bullpen last night. If they're going to go bullpen again today, let's try to run them over as much as we possibly can. Because then everybody has off tomorrow, and then they play again Friday. So everybody will be fresh then, right? So, and most likely it will probably be Max Fried versus Kevin Gausman, right? So, advantage, in Toronto, based on what happened in game one, advantage Blue Jays, but we'll see. They might throw their rook. I don't know. I mean, Savage, I'm not sure if they would do that today, Steven. I mean, he might be in there today as a throw day, but I'm not sure they're going to start him on like 2 days rest. But you never know, man. This is the playoffs, right? The Blue Jays, if they don't, and then this is the thing too, if the Yankees win today and it gets tied at 2 and they have to go back to Toronto, then the pressure goes onto the Blue Jays. They're the ones that have to answer the hard questions. Then they're going to get interrogated like the Yankees do all the time. So the Yankees do have an opportunity to shift a lot of this onto the Blue Jays. Obviously, the Blue Jays will be back home. It'll be a tough game no matter what. But if we start getting these other guys to wake up, the complimentary players like Giancarlo Stanton, right? Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, get some of these guys to contribute the way that the rest of the team's been contributing. It could be pretty tough to beat, man. Pretty darn tough to beat. And I'll take it another step further. I would not hesitate to sit Anthony Volpe today in favor of Jose Caballero. His bat's been getting better, but if for some reason I have a feeling that the cortisone shot in Anthony Volpe's shoulder is kind of wearing off. All right? He's kind of mechanically off at the plate. He's fine in the field, but he's mechanically off at the plate. Right? And again, swinging it, when you swing from the righty side, extending your arm, a lot of the pressure goes onto the left arm, not the right arm. Right? Yeah, you savage. Don't be surprised, Jake, if he's in the game. Don't be surprised. Doesn't give the that doesn't mean the Jays are going to win just because he's in the game. Maybe. So that's the one thing I would do. I would consider is sitting vote be in favor of Caballero, and I'd find a way to probably get Rosario in there too. And they might go all in Toronto. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they want to just close it out tonight, right? And put all their, you know, I don't even know what was. Are they going live now too, Sunil? I love Tats to death, but the rest of the crew, it's hard to listen to. But this is just an impromptu thing for me. I'm not. I didn't even think of Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. But people can listen to them. People listen to whoever they want, right? They have a guy over there who loves to trash everybody in the team, trash Boone, and it's every single time, right? Appreciate you, Beagle. But again, the Yankees have an opportunity to kind of switch things around tonight and put a lot of the pressure back on the Blue Jays. And then we'll actually see if the Blue Jays can come through at home. And they have all year. They've been pretty damn good at home. But the Yankees can beat them at home if we have to get through tonight first. We have to win. But if they can get to game 5 and beat them, then we might be on to something special here. We really, really might be on to something special. The Mariners on the other side are up 2-1 on the Tigers after a delay yesterday. I don't know. I mean, the Jays hit Cam hard earlier this season. That was before the trade deadline, like when Cam first came up. He's made some adjustments in. This is one reason why I wanted to have Ryan Yarbrough here, because we could have started Yarbrough in a game like today and then brought in Cam later. Because the adjustment period going from 86 miles an hour to 102 is a hell of a lot harder than the other way around. When they hit Cam last time and they replaced him with Yarbrough, the bats had adjusted to Yarbrough like that, and then they lit him up. Right? That's like being in the batting cage. You're like, oh man, I'm rocking. I'm starting to hit 90, right? Oh yeah, and then I go back down to 70. You're crushing it, right? But if you start at 70, you're crushing it, and you go up to 90, it's like, oh my god, it feels like it's 110. That would be the difference between going from Yarbrough to Cam instead of the other way around, right? So, Rob is all right, man. But he doesn't, he doesn't seem to want to poke the bear. Doesn't seem to want to shake it up, right? So, but it is what. And Tats is the peacemaker there. Man. I like Tats, man. Tats a good dude. I love that he loves fishing too. But again, exactly, man. I mean, let's just get past today. Let's really get past today. Same here, John. Yeah, I mean, and Cam is it's kind of like what you Savage did to us the other day, right? We need Cam to do to them what you Savage did to us the other day. That's exactly what we need, right? And I'm not expecting 8 of shutout innings again, but we can get 6 innings of good ball and let our bullpen take over, and then I feel pretty good about our chances, especially if some of the other bats wake up, right? Yeah, Judge looks hungry, looks locked in now. And like Stanton, I can see he's not far away from breaking out. Jazz is starting to break out now. We need Grisham to break out. We need Ben Rice to break out. We need some of these other guys to break out. Because if these other guys break out too, and generally when Judge and Stanton home in the same game, they win most of those games. If him and Stanton and Grisham home in the same game, they always win the game. So I would love, to see something nice from Grisham today, and even Ben Rice. So, yeah, I mean, look. I remember, Cindy. I remember. Yeah, I remember, brother. Yeah, you Savage was. The Savages locked us down. I don't know about being high on champagne, but he locked us down. And like this is the thing about baseball. Look at the Phillies right now. They look completely overmatched by the Dodgers, right? Completely overmatched. And then they were not like that all season. Really good teams get cold. And the Dodgers are starting to figure out their bullpen ingredients, where their bullpen was chaos, a mess all year. Now they added Roki Sasaki. They're figuring a different configuration of the bullpen, and it looks like it might be a winning recipe for them for the postseason, right? So, yeah, Ballcat Jim was not happy. Well, I mean, like we're not just like us. We're not happy when the Yankees lose either. And the Blue Jays did have an opportunity to win yesterday. They played sloppy ball, and the Yankees took advantage of it. And in this type of playoff system, so a series, you don't want to give any openings to a team that could jump all over you. So, and that goes both ways. And unfortunately, the Blue Jays inadvertently gave the Yankees a couple openings, and the Yankees took advantage of it. They jumped all over it. They don't always do that, right? Well, exactly. Too. Who would have thought Milwaukee? Yeah, Milwaukee's just no superstars in the team, but just a band of really good players who play elite defense, who hustle, put the ball in play aggressively, run aggressively. They're just a very aggressive team. They really, really, really are. So the Roki Sasaki, Steven, yeah, he's the new. Well, right now, Dodgers closer because Tanner Scott hasn't really been pitching well. And they gave him a lot of money. I could see the Dodgers adding a big reliever this offseason too to kind of solidify the back end of that bullpen, turn it into a three-headed monster. That I can see. I can definitely see happening. Let me get my charger here. Charge my laptop over here. So, but back to the Yankees. I mean, the configuration for me, if I'm them, I'm jumping all over these guys. Whoever's pitching tonight. Right? No, I don't want to have a $300 million closer. Roki Sasaki didn't get. Yamamoto got $300 million, not Roki Sasaki. I will say if he heads back to the rotation. I don't know. We'll see. The SOS Channel podcast. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. And I don't listen to any of that stuff. Yeah, he chose the Dodgers, exactly. It was kind of pre-programmed for him ahead of time. Just like Murakami's probably going to choose the Dodgers next year, right? Well, he signed the pro contract and not the amateur contract. So he's getting 3 pre-arb years, 3 arb years. So he'll be there for 6 years on the cheap, Roki Sasaki. Yeah. So, yeah, Murakami. Because we don't have a spot for Murakami now. We got Ben Rice, Ryan McMahon, Giancarlo Stanton, DH. We don't have a spot for Murakami. Right? Not a boy, Sunil. Well, it was interesting because the Yankees fans, they booed the Canadian national anthem last night, which is kind of nuts, but I guess their way of retaliating for something, the Blue Jays fan base. I think Pete Alonso is going to go to another National League team and probably stick it to the Mets. He's not a fit here. Mm-mm. Yeah, Beagle, exactly. No, they have Bryce Harper. Philly. I mean, I could see him going to the Nationals. I could see him going to the Brewers. I don't know who their first baseman is. I could see him going to the Cubs. There's quite a few teams where he can be a first baseman there, and even transition to DH too. Philly's got Bryce Harper, so they would have no room for Pete Alonso. Philly, I think they're going to try to prioritize re-signing Kyle Schwarber, and if they don't, if for some reason he leaves, they're going to go hard after Kyle Tucker. No, I can't see Harper going back to the outfield now. I'm not sure he would do that. Oh, I would say I would be surprised if he did that. Schwarber's a free agent too, so they're going to have to sign him. He's not going to come cheap. And he generally is the out left field / DH, right? So if somehow get Bryce Harper to go back to the outfield, they'd have to move probably Castellanos to do it. But if Alonso went to Philly, that would be crazy. Absolutely crazy. But what are y'all looking for tonight in this game? Yeah, I'm looking for the Yankees to jump on these guys early. And to be Yankees be a little bit more aggressive on the base paths. Be smart on the base paths. So we got some guys thrown out on the bases recently. So we've got to be more aware of that. Yeah. No, exactly. Exactly. They're on. I could see the Murakami going to the Mariners or the Padres. Also, if he's going to go to Dodgers, I think he's going to go West Coast either way. Hmm. We'll see. Oh yeah, same. Same. I just want us to win, no matter how much it's by. Winning's winning. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Vin Diesel said that in the first Fast and Furious. It's true. Winning's winning. That's right. Yeah, the mental errors. Yeah, staying locked in. Yep. Mm-hmm. They're the devastator. What's up, Dev? Well, it is two do or die. But if we tie it 2-2 today, then the Blue Jays are going to go back home with a lot of pressure on their shoulders. That's some hard questions to answer, which is good because the Yankees are usually the ones that have to answer these freaking questions. You know? Yep. Well, then Game 5 is just a do or die for everybody. It'll be all hands on deck, right? Final round, Rocky versus Apollo, right? Just let's go. Rocky 2. Yeah. Not a boy, Sunil. Yeah, I mean, we'll see who's going to start today, but it's supposed to be a bullpen game. That way they could deploy a lot of their starters for Game 5, right? That's what I have a feeling they'll do, but you never know. You never know. Like they can start with Gausman and then go to your Savage after that. Like that'll be a hard, really, really, really hard thing to do for the opposing teams to hit. A really, really hard situation there for them. Yep. But we need Cam to shove, and if Max pitches again, we need him to pitch better than he did the first time. We need our boys to pitch well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Our lineup is good enough. Yeah. They do need to hit. They will need to hit. No, the Jays don't have a top 3. I mean, they missed Bassett. Jose Berrios is going to start. He's in the bullpen, so you might see him tonight too, because he can give some innings, right? So it'll be an interesting layout today of who's going to come out and pitch for the Blue Jays. We are the top run scoring team. We have the most home runs. The Blue Jays have the most hits, and I think the highest batting average, if I'm not mistaken. But I know they're ahead of the Yankees. That I know. So we've got to just do everything that we need to do. Run the ball, put the ball in play, right? Drive guys over, and just keep clapping the home plate. Just keeps coming around, scoring, keep coming around, scoring, and so on. We need to keep doing that, big or little, right? It is, man. It's going to be intense tonight. The stadium is going to be rocking, man. Absolutely rocking. I'm very much looking forward to it. I got to get my Yankees jersey out. I got to figure out which pinstripe jersey I'm going to wear today. The cheating conversation, I mean, I really don't know. I had to do with stealing signs, but the Yankees aren't the only team that are kind of suggesting they've been cheating this year. They were accused by Tampa Bay Rays too, and some other teams as well. So this isn't the new thing with the Blue Jays this year. So I just want to make that clear. It's not only the Yankees doing this, as crybabying out. They weren't the only team. I mean, they're only to accuse them of cheating, right? Yeah, forget Schneider, man. That reporter, man. My goodness. Yeah, I don't know what the illegal thing that they've been accused of doing of, Daron. I don't know what it is. That's the thing. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah. I'm not surprised too that George Springer and some of these other guys are complaining and whining about stuff too. So I'm not surprised. Yep. Yep. I know that, Daron, but I don't know if that's the only thing they're being accused of doing. I'm not sure what the other accusations are. We know stealing signs that happens with teams. Teams do it all the time. And if the Yankees are tipping pitches or giving these guys an opportunity, see, that's on the Yankees. They've got to do better at concealing pitches and whatever else to make it harder for the Jays to pick up on it. Right? No. I doubt the Yankees would pull Houston. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're bringing in Trump. We're bringing in politics. Let's keep it out. All right, we'll listen to that lady yesterday, that clown show, testifying. What a joke. What a joke. Yeah, if the Yankees were busted, Toronto, if the Yankees were busted for doing something like that, they would be crucified. Crucified by teams, right? So, and I'm just glad they're not, constantly being flagged for that type of stuff. Someone in the hotel that's in Centerfield. Interesting. That's interesting, Ross. Someone in the hotel that's in Centerfield. Kind of sounds Houston Astro-esque, right? It does. Working on which my buddy, who's was my partner to get this merch done, he's deployed right now overseas. He is deployed. Jonathan, there he is, my man. He's deployed overseas. So, but the Fairweather fan merch, man. We need to get that. We need to get it. Do I hear banging? Uh-uh. I don't hear anything, Deron. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute anyway. I've got to get back to work. I want to get the pulse of the room and see what you guys and gals are thinking, right? See what we're thinking. How we feeling about tonight? Obviously, we'll be back later with the lineup, and we'll see. I think I would consider sitting Anthony Volpe tonight in favor of Jose Caballero. And I do think something's off in his swing mechanics, and he's got to get right. But aside from that, if our pitchers give a little bit of length and just keep the runners down, our bullpen keeps consistent, and more batters wake up. I mean, obviously they took advantage yesterday and took some of the stuff that they built in the second half of the game in Game 2 and let it roll over into yesterday. We need it to hopefully roll over into tonight. So we just need more guys contributing to the team effort, right? Because I even said this yesterday. With stuff like that, the talking point the other day was, Judge struck out, the bases loaded, he's not a clutch hitter, blah, blah, blah. Never mind the fact that half the other team did the same thing, right? But, he's outperforming everybody. He's outperforming Shohei Ohtani, but Shohei Ohtani has a supporting cast of Freeman, Betts, Teoscar, Kike that show up more than Judge's supporting cast. So a lot of the venom goes right to Judge. And if it bounces off Judge, it goes right to Boone. Players don't hit, fire Boone. Pitchers don't pitch, fire Boone. It's the same ridiculous argument all the time. Yep. Kind of a noise. Must be my cat. Ernie Clement, yeah. And again, hopefully they'll consider walking Vlad Guerrero tonight, right? Don't pitch to him as much. He's killing the Yankees. Walk the guy. Just like the teams walk Judge all. There's a reason why he had the most intentional walks in all of baseball this year. Because of that reason. Do the same thing to Vlad. Don't give him an opportunity to crush us, to drive in multiple runs. Can't do it. Right? Can't do it. Really can't. But I feel better today than I thought I was going to feel, right, after this stuff. Exactly, John. They can't pitch to Vlad, man. I said it before the series started, right? Can't pitch to Vlad. Let's not pitch to Kirk either. Let's pitch around him or something. Well, these guys have slaughtered us. Yeah, man, Vladdy's a perfect fit in Toronto. You can troll the Yankees all at once. So I'm just glad he didn't go to the Mets. So, yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. All of a sudden, he's always been a pest to the Yankees. That's why I'm glad Bo Bichette's not in the series. I really am. Hmm. Do something, yeah. Do something, Sunil. Don't give them a meatball right down the middle. No matter at any point in time, just please don't do that. Please, I don't care who you are, how good your fastball you think you have. Don't do it, please. Yeah, but now it's time to let y'all go. We'll be back later with the lineup. If there's any other Yankee news that comes out, I want to get it to you. I'll get it to you, right? Springer, yeah, I mean he came from the Astros. He was part of that whole cheating operation with Altuve and Bregman and all them. All the players got a slap on the wrist because they got immunity. Nothing happened to them. But I don't know if they threw their manager, AJ Hinch, under the bus or their GM, but all those guys got suspended and fired. The players, nothing happened to them. Nothing. They're union protected. Managers and coaches are not. Right? I think I'm going to wear pinstripe jersey today, Jonathan. I had my official Garrett Cole spring training jersey yesterday. I think I'm going to do pinstripes today. I got to figure out who I'm going to wear. Which jersey I'm going to wear. Yeah, if there's like legitimate cheating, and a lot of it revolves around substance abuse, right? So in that regard, yes. I would levy something like track and field. I mean, I was a former competitive runner. Like if you get suspended, I mean, if you get busted for some kind of performance enhancing thing, you're either suspended for a year or 4 years, right out the gate. Okay. There was a distance runner recently, a female distance runner from the U.S. She ate the story is she ate a bad burrito, but there was some kind of steroid or something that was in it. And she missed 4 years for that one offense. 4 years. She missed 2 Olympics in her prime that she can never get back. So I would encourage folks to levy stiff punishments like the track and field does. Want a juice? That's the type of fight you got to face. Period. Right? Alan Bry, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the kind words as always. It's you folks that make this channel great, not me. But I thank you for always your support and kind words. Dominique, 5 was good. What is good? That was DS. No. And again, I'm going to wrap this up because I do have to get back to work. But obviously, we'll be back later with the news that comes out, the lineup. I'll be live tonight to kind of hopefully celebrate another win. And like I said, the Yankees win. They go to Game 5. A lot of this pressure goes from their shoulders to the Blue Jays' shoulders. They're going to have a lot of hard questions to answer, the Blue Jays. Right? Well, and the good thing about Manfred too, Ben, is he's not going to run for commissioner again. After the CBA ends after next year, he's done. After that, they're going to have a new commissioner in baseball. He's already announced that the MLB will have a new commissioner, and we may have a lockout, after next season too. We'll see. And I hope so. I hope Stanton breaks out today with a home run. He's got some good hits, right? You can sell when he strikes out a lot, and then he transitions to putting the ball in play a lot, and then at some point he's close to breaking out. And I hope he breaks out like the way he did at Fenway Park 2 years ago. He hit these balls out of the stadium every single time. Like we need that type of Stanton. We have that type of Stanton and this type of Judge. My goodness gracious. Get your cameras ready. Buckle up, right? Buckle the freak up. That's what I'm looking for tonight. And if it comes, man, I'll be so fired up. And I hope you guys are too. But I hope to see y'all tonight. Have a great day, everybody. A wonderful day. Love you guys. You are the best. And let's go Yankees, baby. Let's go.